Hello guys, I hope you are enjoying your weekend. Welcome back to another weekly stream where we analyze the setups for the next week. So first of all, also thank you for the love and support you showed to the previous video of the weekly streams. So let's continue with this week's stream. So let's first have a look at the news that we have this week, and as you can see there are many news that we have. We have news about the euro, about the USD, we have a news about AUD as well, a bigger news, CPI data. So there will be volatility in the markets and we will try to capture some gains from that volatility. So let's move on to the Dixie analysis. So as you guys can see, Dixie is at a weekly resistance and shorts are more preferred here than longs. So what I would be looking for on Dixie for weakness is something like this. So Dixie has formed these local highs, or you could say previous week highs, that I would be expecting to get run through this week, have a little deviation and then sell off. This is scenario 1. Another scenario that I would be looking at is if Dixie runs through these highs and takes out the weekly level as well, and this would be scenario 2. I would be monitoring this on news and seeing how the reactions are, and will be waiting for either 1 or 2 to short Dixie or to take the weakness trigger on Dixie to long other pairs. So taking the confluence from Dixie, we analyze the GBP chart. As you can see, GBP has taken out its weekly swing low and is a very interesting point at a chart, as it could perfectly sell off from here to these lows, or it could rebound from here. So I would look at 4 hour to determine what is happening. If GBP starts showing strength here and in the next week it does a deviation here, a little deviation here, then it starts to consolidate here, runs up here, and if it is confluent with the Dixie chart, like as I have told you, if Dixie takes the swing high or local high and GBP does this deviation, it would be probably a high probability trade and you must take it. So similarly on euro as well, I want these lows to get run once again on the 4 hour. These lows get run along with Dixie runs the highs, and then we take a long on euro. But my most preferred setup or the most clean setup is on USDJPY. So as you can see, USDJPY on the weekly is nearing a resistance. It is nearing a resistance here, as you can see this. So if we zoom in on the 4 hour, we see a range sort of forming here, showing highs and local highs and local lows. So this is the most clear setup, as these highs haven't been tapped in the previous week. So the most clear setup would be if Dixie starts showing weakness and JPY does something like this, and once it comes back inside the range, we take this trade. So this would be a probable 3 to 4 hour trade. So that is a clear setup on the USDJPY and a 3 to 4 hour probable trade. Now zooming in on CADJPY, it is also nearing a weekly resistance. If you zoom in here, it is also nearing a weekly resistance, and on the 4 hour, if it takes out these highs of the previous week, like something like this, it would also give a good trigger for a swing short. We could really hold this for like 104 levels or 103 levels as well. So this could be a very good swing short, but only for conservative target. Also, this is a 4 to 5 hour trade. Now moving on to BTC. What do I think of the crypto markets? So BTC, nothing has changed from the previous week, and I highlighted this setup that if it comes to the range highs of 28.1, we could short it here, or if it comes to the range lows, we could long it here. Nothing is happening on BTC currently and the volatility is dying. However, I have seen such sort of conservative candles being resulted in a maximum pump and then dump. So I am expecting a pump from here towards 28.1 and then a dump towards 24.8. So this is my BTC analysis. And now moving on to UK 100. UK 100 is still in a range and it is at a weekly resistance. It has tagged the swing high of the week, but it hasn't still broken down. It is kind of redistributing here, but still hasn't completely redistributed. I expect it to come down here, deviate a bit, then come again at the highs and then break it. So if we get an entry somewhere around here, it would be a good shot in the coming weeks. Moving on to the US oil. On the weekly, US oil is coming at a key weekly level that could prove to be resistance, and if we zoom on the 4-hour, there is a local high here which I expect it to be taken out this week, something along these lines. It takes these highs, comes back inside, and then we short it. Short after it deviates inside, because US oil is an uptrend and shorting would be counter trend, so wait for it to come back inside the range and then short it. On gold on the weekly has been bouncing from order block on the weekly, or you can say it a weekly breaker. So zooming in on the 4-hour, nothing is clear to me on gold, but if it takes these highs and deviates back inside, like if it takes these highs and deviates back inside, it is ready for a move towards 1900. But this is a low probability trade and I wouldn't be taking this, because there are other good trades on USOIL, USDJPY, CADJPY and UK 100. So yeah, we also have AUD's news this week. So if AUD could take out these lows which it hasn't taken out, and somewhere we can get a deviation here, this could be a probable long towards here. And the structure AUD is forming, I expect a breakout from it. If it held these lows, then it would probably break out above. So that's it from the weekly review. I hope you liked the video, and tell me what are you thinking for the next week, and do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.